She cheated on me, asked for divorce, and now wants me back, but I discovered the truth. My wife, 32 years old, cheated on me, 31 years old, a little over a month ago. She said she had stopped loving me a long time ago and that the cheating was an accident because she and the other woman were very drunk. We signed the divorce papers and she moved in with her parents. We decided to remain friends and support each other through this whole situation. Of course, I was very upset with her and asked her not to keep in contact with the other woman, and she agreed. I found out very quickly that she lied. They were in contact, a lot of contact, and they had called each other and talked about how wrong it was, how good it was, etc., etc. When I found out, she blatantly tried to manipulate me and delete the messages to the other woman. That broke me. The fact that she not only cheated on me, but continued to be in contact with that horrible woman. After that, she promised to stop talking to her and that she had made the biggest mistake of her life by trying to lie to me, that I was the most important person in her life, that she loved me like a best friend, that she would die without me, etc., etc. I didn't trust her, but I also had hope that she had learned her lesson and chosen to respect me, work on our friendship, and rebuild trust. It was horrible for a few weeks. I kept feeling that she was still lying and hiding things. She told me to go to therapy because of my trust issues, called herself bad things for hurting me and making me paranoid. One day, when she was visiting to pick up some of her things, she suddenly confessed that she still loved me, that she had made a mistake, that she wanted to marry me again, that she wanted everything back. She was so sweet and I was so hopeful. I knew it was very stupid, but I just wanted to enjoy the fact of being loved by her again, letting her comfort me and support me when I was sad and crying because of what she did. A few days later, she was here again and I had made a secret plan. I was going to ask her to let me look at her phone, and if she said no, I was going to send her away from my life forever. But she said yes and handed it to me. It was very clean indeed. There was nothing suspicious. Then I just asked if I could read the messages you deleted before confessing that you were still talking to her. Would you let me? And she freaked out, started shaking and saying it was no use, that they were gone forever and that we weren't a couple anymore, that she was a single woman and that she would only hurt me. I realized that she has a Google Pixel connected to Drive and said, I can see the messages if I want. You have a Google Pixel phone. If we go into your Drive, we can read them right now. She freaked out even more and suddenly said she needed to confess something. They were still in contact. They had talked about her visiting the other woman on the weekend before she confessed she was still in love with me, but said she hadn't gone. I just stared at her and started crying, asking several times, why did you do this again? Why do you keep hurting me? And I asked why she hadn't gone, and she said the other woman had gotten sick. And I just asked, did you really not go? Over and over again until she confessed that she had gone to see the other woman, that they hadn't done anything romantic or sexual. They just played video games and drank a lot of wine. She said the first cheating was because of alcohol, so this was terrible. And then she said she was single and that it was none of my business. I got really pissed and said that she wanted to try again with me. Why visit the other woman? Why lie and say she was visiting her grandmother with her parents when she drove 6 hours to see the other woman? I didn't even get to see the messages because you can't see them the way her Pixel was configured, only deleted photos and files. She had some screenshots with the other woman and some draft messages to the other woman where she said she didn't regret what they did and that she wouldn't be upset if it happened again now that they're both single, etc. And she still wants to be my friend, texts me saying she loves me, that she'll never hurt me again, that she wants me back more than anything, but won't stop talking to the other woman until I take her back because she's still single. And now she refuses to talk about what happened because it only hurts me and refuses to answer if she's with the other woman. I just don't know how to deal with all this. We need to keep in contact because of our pets, and I still love her so much it hurts. She wants to be my best friend forever and hang out with me. I just want my old life back. It was so perfect and safe. I feel so broken and used, and like I'll never be happy again, like I'll never trust anyone again. I don't know what I want with this post. Maybe to warn people, even if you think your partner would never lie to you, they will. If they cheated on you, they will lie to protect themselves. The only thing she did in her favor was call me as soon as the cheating happened and tell me the truth. And after just 1 week of trying to fix our relationship, she went back to texting and calling the other woman in the middle of the night after I cried myself to sleep in her arms. Her stroking my hair, saying she would take care of me forever, that she would never hurt me again. It's always lies. Don't fall for it. She loved me for 10 years and then did all this. Be kind to me. I know I'm an idiot for not simply sending her away the moment she cheated on me. I don't need to be told I'm an idiot. Only supportive responses, please. This is a support sub and not a sub to kick broken people. Please and thank you. Just because I'm not in a crazy rage, throwing things and trying to destroy destroy her life. Some people think I'm going back to her. I just want to move forward in peace. My therapist is a lovely woman, and she told me that my calm can be a blessing, that I don't need to waste energy being furious and mean. Sometimes I feel like there's something wrong with me, since my reaction is so calm. But of course I cry. I cry as if my heart is being ripped out, and it feels like it will never stop. And then it stops, and the good days are more numerous than the bad ones now. It feels like a victory, like I can become a real person again. I'm working on boundaries in therapy, and I really need it. I cried all night when a woman asked me out because I was very afraid to say no. But I said no, and she was insistent. I freaked out. I started crying as if I were at a funeral. But I did it. I said no again and walked away from her. My ex-wife is acting like Prince Charming, helping on the farm, showed up when I was sick to take care of all the animals. And I'm honestly grateful that she's behaving well and not being mean on purpose. But I know she wants something from me, and she won't get it. She's getting the calm, kind, and respectful me, which, I admit, is more than she deserves. I don't want her back. I want to be single, carefree, and just rebuild myself. Meet kind and calm people who will love me the way I love them. I looked for another girl who was at the party where my ex cheated on me. She told me some things I didn't know, like that my ex talked bad about me, calling me boring and telling people that the party was more fun when I wasn't there, at least once. It hurt a lot, but it's not something that surprises me. I'm a nerd, said with affection. I love nerds and love being one. Love. And my ex is a party girl / gym buff. She thinks my hobbies are stupid and boring, and has been telling me this for years. I just don't understand why I married her. The therapist thinks I don't deserve something better, and I'll continue exploring this. And I don't understand why she married me. If I'm so boring and have such a bad personality, why get married? It's so stupid. The affair partner went completely off the rails. I can't tell everything she's done so far, because some things are forbidden to talk about here, I think. But she's changed so much from the person she was just a few months ago that it's scary. She really seems to think I'm an evil witch who destroyed the friend group. My ex refused to cut off contact with the affair partner for me, for my mental health. But now she's apparently going to do it. Not because the affair partner did horrible things. No, my ex is going to cut off contact because the affair partner accused her of the same horrible actions. I was disgusted when I heard this, and my ex showed me a lot of proof that it was all lies, and that everything between them was consensual. Yes, that's how I found out it was a real affair. They didn't just cheat once, and they didn't talk as friends and talk about their regrets like my ex made it seem a month ago. No, they talked about how much they enjoyed hooking up, that they might like to do it again, and that they could live together. They wrote that they didn't regret it one bit. But now that the affair partner hurt my ex, not just me, she's going to cut off all contact. The affair partner is also talking bad about me, making it seem like I did something to upset her. The only thing I did was block her, refusing her apology, and saying I don't want any more contact. But this girl is completely crazy now. So yeah, I only talk bad about her here on Reddit, and she's not a Redditor. I want to act as a warning. I trusted that my ex wouldn't keep in contact with the affair partner. I just blindly trusted her, without proof, without any actions from her that showed she was sorry. I laughed at the idea that she would see the affair partner again when Redditors suggested she might. The idea was absurd to me, but wow, they were so right. I thought she certainly wouldn't flirt with this woman or plan an entire future with her. Joke's on me. I really thought she would cut off contact for me because she cared about me deep down and wanted to remain friendly. But she's only cutting off contact to protect herself. And I keep discovering small details of things she did behind my back, and it hurts so much. I've been so trusting. I'll never be able to trust like that again. She ruined that for my future partner. But my therapist says I'll develop my skills in reading people because of this. I'll be able to trust my instinct, and if a future partner isn't okay with me being less trusting, they're not the right person for me. I don't need to be naive again to deserve love. Thank you to everyone who commented kindly on my previous posts. You gave me so much strength to keep fighting for my mental health and for my future. Love, love, love. You're all so lovely, love. Thank you to the kind people who told me my ex-wife might be a lesbian and sent me to a support sub for that. It's really kind, but just a little misguided. I'm glad those subs exist for people who might need them, of course. No thanks to the strangers trying to recruit me for their red pill / women hating things. And no thanks to those who suggested I marry a man. Do men really not cheat? That's news to me. Or do they sometimes shape up and commit to their partner? For me, personally, I'm leaning towards believing they always cheat again. Unless they were like teenagers and then grew up properly and such. And for me, personally, it's not worth the risk. Does it work out for those who try again with the unfaithful spouse? I keep seeing posts that confirm my beliefs that they just become better liars, and then, suddenly, one day they mess everything up again, cheating once more. Is cheating like a character flaw that a person has or doesn't have? Can anyone become a cheater? Can someone stop being one? For me, cheating seems so impossible, like eating dog poop for real or gnawing off my own arm. It's very confusing how it can be so common.